everybody, it's me, Trader Max, and we're here back on the 24th of July, and right around 15:53, that's 3:53 for you non-military people. And what a day it has been. Since the 24th, let's go back and do a quick overread. We kind of got in early. We got in on a great move. There were some callers that came in. Thanks a lot to James and the team for Pojak CTO, just killing it, getting that work out there. Now, keep in mind that division trading, just like this, doesn't need a lot of complication. You don't need a lot of lines. You just need to know how to understand what divisions are. Divisions are usually stuck in psychological levels. We as humans love zeros, right? Double zeros even better. Triple zeros, oh my God, and there's a quadruple zero. I'm really super happy. Because this just means that it's a level that people respect at that level. Now, I know this is meme coin. So don't think I'm going to try to sit here and predict what's going to happen. There's nobody that can. You can predict values and levels that it can go to, but it's responsive at that point. Do we hope and anticipate it can go? But I can't tell where today's value is going to go by from over here by throwing a bunch of lines. I just know what it's at right now and how to trade the price action that's now, right? Called pip trading and price action trading is very important. When the price moves one way, you know psychologically where it's going to go. And let me give you, for instance, we're in this channel down here and we're looking at this top and bottom that happens. And this has happened for a little while, over a day and a half in that point, almost 2 days. We knew that this price action was going to happen because the price went up and then it came down. Every time there's a massive movement, there's a slow descending trend. And I like them because it creates what we refer to as floor pressure. Once it establishes a floor, you can probably look at floors from other areas and see how they've been established. You can see that from here to here is the same floor. So you could probably establish a floor level that goes all the way across. Now, as it slowly descends down in, it creates from bottom pressure since there's no other real pressure other than down here. If it were to keep going, once it does a rejection, a major rejection, you just move the floor down. If it pierces through, you would move it down again until it establishes an upward trend value, which means a higher high. There's a high, there's a high. Higher high has been established, and now it goes on. Now, so you have a floor. Well, you also kind of need a ceiling. So if it were to come to here, and if it vibrated in here, that's a really low. That's only a 6,000 market cap. But right now, you're looking at a almost 15 or 20,000 market cap. Okay. So as it comes back up, it establishes a high right there. Since we've kind of seen this when I came in over here, I know that this was an established divisional trend. And this sideways trend is very powerful. Why? Because as it pushes back down again, it's going to give me a push out. And once it pushes out and over that from this down descending trend, it is going to now establish an up pattern. From there, at any time, whenever, it could happen right away or it could happen a couple hours later. I bought in here. As you can probably check the videos that I made before for Pojak at this level. Now, once we got to this point, the hard work, the calls came in and started working. So let's get back to the establishment of what a divisional channel is. A divisional channel has three parts. It has a bottom, a top, and a middle. And we call the middle the mean. I have a nice little statement. Everything returns to the mean. And why is that so important? Well, once you've established a high level top, just like this. Now, a bottom is referred to as resistance or support, but it depends on where the price is. If the price is down below, this is referred to as resistance. If the price is above, it's called support. But support and resistance is never a single line. It is an area, usually 1,000 or so above and below the actual psychological level. That's where all these are. Sorry, I have to mute. There you go. Sorry about that. But once it's above that support or resistance line and pushes through, it then starts to generate its value of movement. Price action is really, really easy to work with because you know that this top line wasn't established till much later, but it has been established. We can go all the way back to find out what that establishment is, but you can't predict it prior to. I don't care how good you are. Okay, you can draw an easy line from one to another. In fact, I can draw and connect the dots, and that looks like I know what I'm talking about. That is always going to hit exponentially. But guess what? It's not. Right? I'm going to tell you that right now. It definitely isn't. But you can predict it from the past, of course, and make it look like it, but it definitely isn't the way to trade it. So in this price action, what will this do now? this is going to constantly be battling and coming back to one of those three levels, the base, the mean, or the top. Now, as it battles here, if it pushes through, then we're into a new division. We're going to be moving on. Now, at any one of these psychological levels, if you keep these lines here, it's going to come back to it. And that's the power of it. Once you interject past it and it stabilizes, this is where you kind of take your risk. It has a 70% chance to continue to go up or reject. Now, here's the best part about trading in this value of meme coins, and I'm going to give you this as a free nugget. If you buy in, let's say you see a signal like this and it come in and you buy in. And let's say I spent $100, but I already have a big bag on board, or I have a nominal size. And let's say my $100 gets me just, let's say, 10,000 coins. And it goes on, it doesn't really do anything, you're just waiting, and then all of a sudden it starts to rise. You're not waiting for an X factor, but you're waiting for those coins to mature enough to be able to cover some of the bet of the original amount. We call this your initial. If you happen to get to your initial on a 2X process, that's great. But what do you do when you want to pull profit? If you're getting scared and you want to pull profit out, here's what I want you to do. If you're a holder and you believe in the organization, you believe in the process here, the community, you take out 75% of the holdings that you got here, not of your whole entire bag. So if you got 10,000 coins or you got 1,000 coins, whatever it is, you're going to pull 75% out once you want to claim your profit. Now you have a decision. That 25% of those coins that you left in, you can let it go and keep going and add to your bag, and that'll grow your bag. That's called bag wealth. I like to say something almost like it's like a retirement or generational wealth process that gives you the availability to hold that bag while still building on the solution. And that's really important to know, is if you're buying back in, like me, I personally would have bought back into here. I didn't get a chance to come back here to see this one, but I would have bought here, even though that this could have been a rejection. I was taking a chance. But even though taking a chance with all the work that the group is doing, I would still take it, because even if it were to not go up like I wanted, I'm not in failure here because I still own coin that's always going to be going up. Eventually, yes, it will have its days when things aren't working out, but in this particular case, things are being settled and it's working hard. Now, it could stay at this level, could not, but that's about all the time I have right now. I've made a 7-minute video before I even think about it. I apologize, but I'm going to tell you right now that Pojak is a very powerful tool to have, because it is something that you can utilize, make generational wealth for yourself, and work the price action. That's all this is. It takes 4 or 5 little things to kind of notice. You want to know trending. You want to know support and resistance level and how they act. And you definitely want to know the mean, because everything comes back to the mean. I'm TraderMaxx, and this has been another Pojak moment. We'll see you next time. Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification so you know when I'm talking a lot again. And I'll see you next time. And as always, trade well.